learning to utilize AI instruments like ChatGPT can make you more profitable at your work. But learning to construct AI devices like ChatGPT will make beyond any doubt you have got a work to be profitable at. Will AI take over your work? Well, I don't know almost that, but one thing I do know is that building AI instruments would be one of the final employments AI can supplant. So, in the event that you need to be future confirmation, you might need to contribute a few time into learning to construct AI. And on the off chance that that's not a good sufficient reason for you, you may be stunned to know that OpenAI, the company who built ChatGPT, pays nearly $1 million to its AI engineers. In this video, I will give you a step-by-step guide on everything you wish to memorize to be able to make AI apparatuses like ChatGPT. This video is particularly vital for somebody who as of now knows a small bit of programming or math and needs to move into an AI-related work. Let's do this. Human insights comes from the transmission of data through neurons. Neurons are nothing but a bunch of interconnected hubs in our brain. Within the same way, artificial insights moreover comes from a network of interconnected hubs called artificial neurons. And these systems are too called fake neural systems or simply neural systems. To be able to construct AI tools like ChatGPT, we ought to learn how to construct these neural systems, but to induce there, we are got to take numerous littler steps. You see, neural systems are portion of this field called profound learning. In profound learning, we take a neural organize, train it by a lot of data, and utilize the trained network to predict something. What to anticipate can shift depending on the errand you allotted to the network once you prepared it. Within the case of ChatGPT, the organize is really anticipating the following word of a sentence. I know it doesn't make sense right presently, but remain with me until the end and I'll clarify this in much more detail. Moving on, profound learning could be a subset of this field called machine learning, in which machines secure the capacity to memorize. In other words, deep learning is not the, as it were, way a machine can't learn to foresee. There are numerous other ways to do that, and all of them combined are portion of machine learning. To be able to learn neural networks and profound learning, we require to ace machine learning first. But how do we do that? Well, machine learning has 3 columns: science, statistics and programming. Let's handle them one by one. Let's start with arithmetic, since you may require good knowledge of math to memorize insights. Direct algebra, calculus and likelihood hypothesis sit at the center of machine learning, and most of us have been burned by these either in tall school or college. But the great news is that you require these concepts as it were to learn how diverse machine learning calculations work. Once you have learned merely will fair type in programs that implement these calculations for you. So, I don't accept merely ought to be a math virtuoso to be able to do machine learning. To learn math for machine learning, I prescribe this specialization called Science for Machine Learning and Data Science on Coursera. This course is made by deeplearning.ai, which was founded by Dr. Andrew Ng, who is apparently the foremost well-known teacher of machine learning. Later within the video, we are go back to Prof. Ng when we want to ponder machine learning. Besides, this specialization comprises of 3 courses, one for straight algebra, another for calculus, and the final one for likelihood. In the event that you think all of this is as well overpowering for you, you can also check out this Information Science Math Aptitudes by Duke College. This course isn't as comprehensive as my other recommendation. If you're somebody who doesn't need to induce to included with the math behind machine learning, or as of now knows the math and just wants to brush up, this course is for you. Now simply no math. Let's move on to insights. Presently, measurements may be of exceptionally endless field, and it requires numerous a long time to completely get at it. But fortunately for us, we don't got to know everything for machine learning. For insights, we will use a breadth to begin with approach for learning. We are learn a few fundamental core concepts and then build upon them as we experience unused machine learning algorithms later. To memorize all the key concepts that you actually need, I recommend this course called Presentation to Insights by Stanford College. This course covers all the important ideas like likelihood, conveyances, central constraint theorem, confidence interims and regression, etc. By the end of this course, you would know all the measurements you require to get begun with machine learning. Before able to finally do a few machine learning, we need to learn a few programming. To be more specific, we require to memorize programming in Python, since it's the most popular choice when it comes to machine learning. Now, there's some talk in the town around this modern programming dialect called Mojo, which is congruous with Python and is 35,000 times quicker. But it's still as well early to anticipate long-standing time of Mojo. So, we are aiming to adhere with the time-tested Python for presently. For the purpose of machine learning, we don't need advanced level programming aptitudes. In case you know the essentials like in the event that statements, loops, functions and classes etc., you ought to be able to choose machine learning effectively. So, we are not going to build any crazy ventures in Python at this step and would center on the essentials, but we will build a few machine learning projects using Python afterward. In the video, to memorize these essentials, basically go to learnpython.org and do a few hands-on exercises. At final, we have come to a put where we will begin doing a few machine learning. We are one step absent from building tools like ChatGPT presently. For machine learning, we have to go back to Prof. Andrew Ng. Check out his machine learning specialization on Coursera. This specialization is separated into 3 courses, one for administered learning calculations like straight and calculated regression, another one for unsupervised learning calculations like clustering, and the final one for progressed calculations that also introduces you to neural systems. On the off chance that you truly need to have a profound understanding of ML, usually the leading course out there. The only caveat I would like to say here is that the code tests and the Jupyter notepads that let you really play with the code are not accessible for complimentary with this course. Once you're done with the course, head over to Kaggle and do a few hands-on hone. On Kaggle, you can see the ventures that other individuals have built. You take after along within the starting and construct some certainty. Once you are comfortable, you'll be able to participate in one of their competitions. This will do 2 things. 1, it'll deliver you certainty that you just can total information science ventures independently. 2, you will construct a portfolio of ventures merely can type in your resume. Now simply feel sure around your machine learning abilities. Let's go back to our unique goal, which was to construct AI instruments like ChatGPT using neural networks and profound learning. Machine learning specialization by Dr. Ng already gives you a presentation to neural networks, but it's not comprehensive enough for you to be able to get it progressed AI systems like ChatGPT. For that, you just got to create your aptitudes in profound learning. But there's no ought to stress, since Dr. Ng moreover offers a specialization in profound learning. First 3 courses in this specialization cover essentials of profound learning, which is essentially how to prepare neural systems. Within the 4th course, you'll learn almost convolutional neural systems, which is essentially computer vision. In computer vision, you may learn how to prepare machines to recognize patterns in pictures, which has applications in autonomous driving and confront acknowledgement, etc. But if your fundamental objective is to understand how ChatGPT works, that's portion of normal dialect handling, which is the final course in this specialization. This course covers transformer design, which is what ChatGPT employments. By the conclusion of this specialization, you'll know everything you wish to have a fruitful career in AI. I know that this way can appear exceptionally long to numerous individuals, but that's the taken a toll you pay to work on the next generation innovation. Another way that's closely related to machine learning is that of information science. In data science, you utilize information to create bits of knowledge, but you don't ought to be a machine learning master. In case you need to know the fastest way to learn data science,